Quadruple header on TNT. Tony Brothers, Ben Taylor, Bill Kennedy are three officials. Vucevic necessary. He's been an exceptional player during the regular season. Last year, dropped off in their first round series to the Toronto Raptors. But let's also remember they shocked the Raptors in Toronto in that first game.
Yeah, they have had success. And the reality is, yes, the Bucks are the better team. They have the better roster. But that's why you play these games. The Magic more than capable on any given night of beating anybody in the NBA. Let's see if they are up to the challenge.
Chris Middleton gets the first bucket of the game, and Greg, he's a matchup nightmare. At his length, a two-guard, 6'8", 6'9".
He's silky smooth. He's a three-level scorer. I think an underrated passer as well. And really, I think a terrific compliment to what Giannis brings out on the floor.
Kevin Fournier on the dribble handoff, trying to find some space. Out of the arc, Gary Clark. And Antetokounmpo with his first board of the game, a guy that comes in averaging 30 and 14 a game. The only player in the NBA to be in the top 5 in both points and rebounds. His first look is a three, and it didn't look bad.
The Magic loaded. They did a good job with that first wave of offense, but Giannis, they're able to knock down the triple. If you're the Magic, I tell you what, I'd like to see more of that if you want to have a chance in this game.
Great take. The big guard, Markelle Fultz.
Yeah. Big, physical, athletic, and really starting to understand the NBA game.
He's now in his third season. The outside game's working.
And that Bledsoe getting off to a good start with that perimeter jump shot.
Vucevic averaged 20 a game last year. Was only 11 in the playoffs, though, against Toronto. Nick on the run out and the mid-range game. And right back at him by the length of Antetokounmpo. On the run. And no, an offensive foul into the chin, wasn't it?
Yeah, and you know, that's an unfortunate break for Giannis there, because I thought they made the right play, but you see that left elbow just caught Clark there across the chin and inadvertent. And honestly, I remember back in my day, I used to foul.
Yeah, just so he could take an elbow to the chin.
Yeah.
So the Magic coming in with a 33 and 40 record, and both teams went 3 and 5 during the restart. Will give and go off the kick. It'll be Ennis. He's got the triple.
XYZ. You know, if we shoot the three well, we don't turn it over, we can limit them in transition. We're going to have a chance to be successful. And early on here, they're getting everything they want offensively.
They've got their first lead of the game. 3 straight turnovers for Milwaukee. And they were a clean team for the most part during the regular season. Antetokounmpo on the spin and a hammer.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, 1 point lead for Milwaukee.
And the one positive, that elbow to the chin, a lot of times the question is, are you going to be willing to consistently over 48 minutes to stand in there and take that? And there was an example of the rotation coming a little late there from the weak side.
Good extra pass, the dream. And both teams shooting lights out for the most part. Orlando right now, 5 of 6. Make it 6 of 7. Now, Jared, thank you. They're turning the basketball over. That is their 4th turnover already for 11 points the other way.
And that's, again, you have to find things like that if you're the Magic. That you're not going to out-talent this Bucks team. You've got to win the position.
From Gary Clark.
I tell you what, I've been really impressed with is his activity as a team defender. He's got 3 deflections himself here in this first quarter, folks. He's done a terrific job of using his athleticism and anticipation to disrupt that Bucks offense.
Got the ball out of Middleton's hands. Marvin Williams gets the triple. He's been a corner 3 guy forever. Taking 2nd overall in the draft.
Opportunities in a half court against him. You just got to have that ability to knock them down consistently.
4 of the 5 starters still out there, like Markelle Fultz in the mid-range. And you're right, the confidence growing for this young man. Markelle Fultz has started the game now.
And that's Giannis, and he's right at 30 minutes. So they play a lot of guys for extended minutes. They got a lot of confidence in this group. And
they're picked up and going the other way is Wesley Iwundu. Good wing for them. Very athletic young man. He got contact, and he's going to the line, looking for the 3-point play on the foul by Connaughton.
Yeah, giving the Bucks a little bit of their own medicine there, able to get that defensive backboard and attack in transition. Had a cross match there, takes the contact strong enough to elevate and finish in traffic.
Yeah, the investment, Greg, they've made in Iwundu has certainly paid off. 2nd round pick, 33rd overall in his 3rd season.
And now a rotational player, which is, what you hope for when you're drafted in that second round. At the minimum, if you can get a guy on a playoff team.
Other board. So Nick's already got 7 and 3 to start the game with a couple of dimes. And that's the perfect one. The lead.
Big recognition there from Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis doesn't draw any attention at all. He had 3 around him. Somebody's got to be open, and he found him. And on the shot clock, final minute. A real good start for Orlando. Terrence Ross into the body of Antetokounmpo. And a 7-point lead for Orlando. You got to be Velcro on Korver, don't you?
Yeah, you do. And Korver bucks with Giannis.
2 for 1 for Owundu. And now they'll take their time. The veteran, the 32-year-old DJ Augustine, and a good drive and kick for Nick Vucevic. He's got it again. Vucevic into double figures with a dozen.
But again, it was the veteran Augustine with the great penetration, forcing the help, and then delivering the pass on time there for that triple.
George Hill, Vooch, tapped it away to Owundu. Final 5 seconds. Got to be aware of the game clock. He is, and didn't get the roll. Everything else worked for the Orlando Magic, though.
Could not have. That's an area where you can offset some of the talent if you can win that possession back.
Bledsoe up against the other small guard, Augustine. And a second chance opportunity on the short shot clock now for the Bucks. They were 24th in the league in scoring before the restart. You saw the significant improvement. Chris Middleton trying to defend a 2-guard that long.
Oh, man, he is really smooth and able to create his own shot off the dribble as well.
Detroit wants him back. Former second-round pick of the Pistons. They let him get away. Now the second year of a big deal with Milwaukee Bucks. So Owundu taking advantage of Kyle.
And you don't mind that, though. That's really good offensive execution. They are creating great looks in the half court against the #1 defense in the NBA, and Korver able to knock down.
Now can they wall off with Antetokounmpo? Think he draws a little attention? And did he walk?
They're going to get a foul.
Yeah, hold on Kem Birch.
But that's still good defense there. And that play kind of showed you a little bit of frustration for Giannis early on here, because he was more than determined to get to the rim there. Good job defensively. You see that wall that's put there, but he is just determined. Probably did get away with a little bit of a shuffle of the feet there, but there was some contact, no doubt.
Change your pivot foot if you like. So they said he initiated it. Orlando still shooting 55%. Fournier hit half his threes against them this past year. Ennis from deep beyond the arc.
Yeah, I was actually surprised.
Fournier, he's 0 for 3 in all 3 triples.
Yeah, he has not had an impact here early on, but other guys have stepped up, and more importantly, their defense has really stepped up.
Vucevic already in double figures. Take him to 14 with that. That was a slick move with the left hand.
It was a great finish, and again, no rotation, no help on that drive from the Bucks.
It'll be an offensive. Marco Williams, and he got the worst of it.
Well, I don't know, partner. Because Vooch is still down.
And they're already hurt. Remember, Aaron Gordon didn't start. Steve Clifford told us it could be game 2 for him. He's ahead, though, of Michael Carter-Williams,
who's also not expected back for game 2. Not to mention Jonathan Isaac's out for the season. So,
flip on the hip, our side of the knee. Yeah.
Looks like he's able to shake it off. And you can see just unable was Williams to quite establish that screen position there, and thus another turnover.
Turnover number 8. And they've been outscored already 13-0 in points off turnovers. What a beginning for Nick Vucevic. The numbers tell the story, but also remember what he's been doing out there, setting picks and legit screens. Now, the long deuce, got it again. 7 of 8 for Nick Vucevic off the bench. And boy, Marc Gasol doesn't look like Marc Gasol from that replay from last year. An 11-2 run now in a shocking 18-point game. Make it 16. He's going to get his. We know that. Now 3 of 6 at the free throw line. Fultz, an impact player early in this game. Quiet since he came back onto the floor. Gary Clark spacing, gets another triple. Giannis will get there and follow his own. That's padding the stats, Moses Malone. 9-point game inside of 2 to play.
He is such a force.
And the guy who drafted him's in the building, of course. Markelle Fultz.
Impressive to see the confidence to take that triple.
George Hill on the probe. It's got to be interesting for John Hammond, who's the GM of Orlando now. Had been in Milwaukee and drafted the man with the ball, Giannis Antetokounmpo. As he gets the 3.